What's up, DC Nation? Welcome back to another video on DC Future States. And today we are covering the Justice League Dark backup tale from Future State Justice League number 2. Merlin and his knights are coming. Etrigan and Dr. Fate have plans that may help the Justice League Dark triumph over Merlin. Merlin being like the big bad of the story. Now, this story is written by Ram V and drawn by Marcio Takara. So yeah, if you guys are ready, let's dive into this issue. Years ago, Khalid searched for a way to fix the Helmet of Fates. Merlin attacked the Tower of Fates, and it fell just like the other magical anchors of the world. Resistance was futile. Khalid thought his doom had come, but then the Helmet of Fate pointed him to the sands of Ur. There, Khalid met a friend of Nabu, Hahet. She told Khalid, "I can mend the broken Helm of Fates, but I am far older than Nabu and far less naive, so I will mend it only for a price." Khalid paid the price of being an old man until finding Etrigan. Khalid was given insights into actions around him. The Helmet of Fate gives its user insight into the future as well. Merlin had grown all-powerful with an army of slaves, you could say. He pretty much took control of people and took over their lives. Now, he separated Etrigan and Jason Blood. Etrigan doesn't want to fight Merlin because he fears that Merlin will kill Jason Blood if he attacks. But Khalid tells Etrigan, "Merlin has destroyed your friends. Jason Blood is no more." Etrigan gets angry. He thinks Khalid is lying. He throws Khalid up against the wall. Khalid says he's done his parts and needs Etrigan's help. The whole world needs Etrigan's help. Etrigan can choose to leave, or he can choose to confront Merlin once and for all. Etrigan is the last hope of this world. Khalid puts on the Helmet of Fate and says, "Whatever choice you choose, my friend, know that we are all that stands against Merlin's wolves, and we are already at war." Etrigan begins to walk away in an alleyway, but Bobo pulls him into his mind. Bobo and Etrigan sit in the middle of fire. Bobo has his sword ready. Etrigan wants to leave and abandon everyone. Bobo disapproves of this and tells Etrigan he'll have to go through him first. Etrigan says, "You really think you can win against me, chimp?" Bobo responds, "I know I can't, but I've never let that stop me before." We switch to the front of Cardboard Town, Las Vegas. Zatanna rides a dragon created by Ragman. They both attack Merlin's army of men. Madame Xanadu helps escort civilians inside. She thinks that there might be a chance that they can beat Merlin now. Constantine tells her not to get excited yet. They shouldn't be worried about the army. They should be worried about Merlin's circle in the sky. The sky gives a loud crack-oom. We shift to Dr. Fate on the ground. Almost defeated, the army of the enemy charge forward. They have come for the Helmet of Fates. The enemies taunt Dr. Fate. Dr. Fate says, "I know more than you think I do, Enchantress. And there's a difference between hiding and waiting." Enchantress takes off her helmet and looks back. That's when Ragman's dragon appears and burns Enchantress's army to the ground. Constantine and Zatanna appear in the fire ready to fight. Enchantress is surprised that Zatanna won't join her. She doesn't understand why Zatanna opposes the new magical order. Zatanna remembers Wonder Woman's words from way back when. She spoke of always staying free, never bowing down, even if you have to die for freedom. Enchantress steps forward and says, "So you wish to die free, is that it? That can be arranged." When Merlin returned, he deemed himself the leader of all earthly magic, and all earthly magic must bow to his command. You hear a loud crack-oom as the power in Merlin's circle in the sky takes a hold of the Justice League Dark. We shift to Etrigan about to kill Bobo. Etrigan wants Bobo to stop fighting. Bobo will not until Etrigan pushes forward. Bobo knows why Etrigan is leaving. Jason Blood taught Etrigan to be something more than a demon. Bobo tells Etrigan that Jason Blood is not a part of him anymore. Etrigan is free to be who he wants to be. Enchantress begins to take hold of Dr. Fate. She tries pulling the helmet off of Khalid. Bobo tells Etrigan, "If Jason Blood taught you anything about being more than a demon, surely he showed you that is The choices we make that decide who we are. Listen to yourself, Etrigan. Gone, the simian. That's when we see Dr. Fate punch Enchantress back. She falls onto the dirt. You hear a loud kafoom. Enchantress looks up and sees Etrigan. Etrigan shouts, "Rise, the demon Etrigan!" Etrigan then destroys Enchantress. He hits her multiple times and slams her to the ground. She lays defeated. Etrigan stands tall and shouts, "Merlin, the fires and beats of hell hath awoken. All between us now cindered and broken. Your champions lay at my feet." That's when a sword is thrown through Etrigan's chest. He begins to shout in agony. Constantine holds Zatanna close and says, "An angel sword." Merlin stands with his right-hand man above Etrigan. Merlin isn't surprised that Etrigan broke their deal. Etrigan accuses Merlin of killing Jason Blood. Merlin then responds, "Killed? Why, I've been nothing but kind to him. Why don't you ask him yourself?" Merlin's right-hand man jumps down in front of Etrigan. The warrior pulls the angel sword out of Etrigan's chest. The warrior takes off his helmet, and it's revealed to be Jason Blood. Jason calls all members of the Justly Dark pathetic. Constantine, Zatanna, Dr. Fate, Ragman, of course, Etrigan the demon. Jason explains that Merlin is doing everything the Justly Dark could not. He is the right side. Jason asks Etrigan to yield. Etrigan says he'd rather die than lay a slave to Merlin. Jason is fine with this wish. Jason raises his angel sword. He then swings it down to kill Etrigan. You hear a loud crack as Dr. Fate saves Etrigan from the angel sword's striking blow. Dr. Fate says, "Merlin, a bargain." Jason raises his sword again saying, "You have nothing to bargain with." But then Merlin comes down saying, "Stop. Let's hear what the good doctor has to say." Khalid makes a deal with Merlin. If Merlin spares Etrigan the rest of the Justly Dark, then he'll join Merlin. Merlin wanted the Helmet of Fate, but he needs someone who can control it. Khalid can. Khalid tells Etrigan that he must wait. They will win soon. He's seen every future. They only win one. Merlin agrees with this deal and begins to walk away in a portal with Jason and Khalid. Khalid says, "My freedom for your lives. By my accounts, a fair trade. John, it matters. Everything we do matters. Rory, you will rise above your own powers. And Zatanna, you brought us together. Even in this dark hour, we would be lost without you to lead us. Diana believed in you. I do too. When you doubt yourself, remember, where there is magic, there is always hope." Dr. Fate disappears. And that is how we end Future State's Justice League Dark. So that was the finale to Future State Justice League Dark, and this story was amazing, guys. Ram V really knows how to write an engaging and awesome story about these magical characters. The different twists in this finale were crazy. Like, first off, Enchantress working with Merlin was really cool. She was very menacing and added high stakes to the beginning of the big fights. Plus, her defeat was so brutal. Etrigan was a complete beast in this book, guys. I really liked his interactions with Detective Chimp. Those scenes were written very well, and once he was unleashed, all hell broke loose, guys, and it was great. Now, the second twist was Jason Blood being Merlin's right-hand man. That twist really pushed the narrative forward and stopped Etrigan in his tracks. The whole scene where Jason tried to give Etrigan a chance and then proceeded to go kill him was done so well. Now, to the big twist, alright? The big twist being Khalid, aka Dr. Fate, giving his allegiance to Merlin. That was such a huge twist, but made a lot of sense with the story. Some people might think the story is centered around Etrigan, and I can see that, like, he has a prominent role in it. Like, he really has a big role. Like, him with Jason Blood, like, that Jason Blood twist would not work without Etrigan. Like, there's a lot of big lore in this book, and a lot of it goes to Etrigan. But Dr. Fate, or Khalid, I would say would be the main character. His narration, Ultimate Sacerfice, was super interesting, and it was over the entire narrative, where Etrigan was in big parts of the narrative. So yeah, that's why I think Khalid is really the protagonist of the story. Now, some other things I want to note: Ragman turning into a dragon was so dope. That whole action sequence was so awesome. Zatanna using Wonder Woman's device to guide her was very emotional. Like, that was cool. I like the reference to, like, Wonder Woman because she is in the Justice League Dark book, but she's not here. So just to have her be like a reference was a good idea. Last, the artwork by Marcio Takara fit the tone and looked great, alright? Now, overall, I'll give this finale a 9 out of 10. I definitely recommend it. The writing by Ram V is at a masterclass level, and the artwork is great as well. And if you like the Justice League Dark, then you really gotta pick this up. But yeah, guys, tell me your thoughts on this backup story down below. If you like the video, give a big thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on my next DC Future State video. And yeah, thanks for watching, and peace out.